Uno.
Hello, welcome to the show. Today you have a lunch of architect Zaha Hadid.
Thank you, Daniel. It is a pleasure to be here with you and Cesar.
It's an fun now. Saha. Tell us how long have you been an architect?
I have been a professional architect since 1977 when I graduated in London. I have already designed many icon buildings around the world, like the London Aquatic Centers and the Maxi Museum in Rome.
That is amazing. Did you face many challenges in your career?
Yes, many in the beginning it was difficult to be a woman in this industry. However, I never gave up. In addition, I always wanted to create buildings that look like they are moving. People didn't understand my vision at first.
What inspired you to become an architect?
Since I was a child, I have been fascinated by buildings and art. My father was a politician in Iraq, and he always encouraged me to follow my dreams. In addition, I studied mathematics at university, which helped me create unique geometric designs.
What was a life changing event for you?
Winning the Pritzker Prize in 2004 was a hug achievement. I became the first woman to win it, so it changed my life and my career forever. After that award, more people trust me in novel designs.
Have you ever worked on a project that didn't succeed?
Yes, I have in the 1990. I designed the Cardiff Bay Opera House, but it was never built. However, that experience taught me to keep fighting for my vision. On the, on the other hand, I pushed me to work harder on future projects.
What was happening when you were designing the Galaxy Soho in Beijing?
While I was working on two scopes, I was thinking about fluid space without corners. It was a very intense project. My team and I were created something completely new for China.
How long you worked? How long have you worked with your design team?
I have worked with some of my team members for over 20 years. We have already completed more than 950 projects together in 44 countries.
What was what has been your favorite project so far?
The Haidar Aliyev Center in Azerbaijan has been one of my favorites. I worked on it for years, and it represents everything I believed about architecture: fluid, dynamic, and elegant.
You have already won many awards, but is there something you haven't accomplished yet?
I haven't decided a skyscraper in South America yet. On the other hand, my team is currently working on new designs in Europe and Asia. In addition, I haven't finished exploring all the possibilities of parametric designs.
How long have you lived in London?
I have lived there for many decades. It is my home and the place where my studio is located. Since I moved there in the 197th, London has been my creative base.
What advice would you give to young architects today?
Never stop experimenting. I have always pushed boundaries, and that is how I create my unique style. However, you must also study hard and learn from the masters of the past.
In conclusion, your work is an inspiration for us all. Thank you for coming, Safa.
You're welcome. It was great interview. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
See you next time.